how hot is the national media on Kim Caldwell and the Lady Vols? It sounds weird to put it like that, but anyway, you know what I mean.
They're pretty hot on her. They are pretty hot on her. Kim Caldwell has been named to the Nasmith Women's College Coach of the Year watch list. One of 6 SEC coaches. She's in there with Gina Auriemma, Kenny Brooks, Mark Campbell, Corey Close, Nell Fortner, Lindsey Gottlieb, Neil Ivey, Kevin McGuff, Jeff Mitty, Wes Moore, Kim Mulkey, Shay Ralph, Vic Schaefer, and Dawn Staley are on that list.
All right, hit like and subscribe if you don't mind. So is the national media too hot on Tennessee and the Lady Vols? Brought to you by City Heating and Air Conditioning.
I don't really think so.
I don't either. They seem to think they're a Sweet 16 or better team, and I think they're that, aren't they?
Yeah. I think the closest one is to Kim Caldwell right now is Kenny Brooks, who I think probably will earn Coach of the Year at Kentucky. Just for those who don't know, last year Kentucky was 12-20. Kenny Brooks got there, and they this year are now ranked number 14, which is ahead of Tennessee, and 20-4, 9-3 in the SEC. But it's not too hot on the Lady Vols to put Kim Caldwell in there as potential Coach of the Year candidate. If not for Kenny Brooks doing an incredible job her first year, we'd really be talking about her for Coach of the Year. So no, I don't think they're too hot on her. And also the NCAA net rankings are even higher, Dave, because Tennessee currently holds a number 11 ranking in the NCAA net rankings, which would pan out to a number 3 seed in the NCAA tournament if that happened. And their attendance is climbing back up again. So I think Kim Caldwell, she's getting more and more national press. And let's be fair here. Here's the biggest reason she's winning people over. It's not just the early success and the excitement. It is the recruiting. And I'm usually not big on that. Like, I don't know if you remember Dave Butch Jones won over the fan base pretty early because he had a top 5 recruiting class coming in the next year.
Yes, which he manufactured, but that's fine.
Yes, he did manufacture. That is true.
He actually yelled at recruiting reporters, 2 of which quit their jobs because he thought that his players deserved more stars. Go ahead.
See, no, that's why you knew he was a sociopath before any of us knew that. That wasn't out there. That wasn't out there for us at all to know.
I mean, I wouldn't have him on the show. Want to numbers.
Yeah, so that doesn't surprise me knowing him.
Dog custom. There's just a rule, Caleb. Like, I will say don't act like a jerk, but I wouldn't say you're a jerk. I mean, that's the rule, isn't it?
Yes, that is. Exactly. Yeah. So Caldwell, I don't think she's doing that. I don't think she has the pull to do that. She just has a number 1 class coming in, and people see the success she's already having running a system with players who weren't fully a fit for her system and her resume before this year. There's a lot more evidence to believe in her. And so the splash truly is her recruiting next year that makes her so exciting with this brand about. Because, I mean, honestly, this isn't like, it's not like what she's doing this year is not like significantly better than what Kelly Harper was doing. It's just you see what's coming in the future, pretty much.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I got 3 things for you. It's style of play, it's her and her persona, and then the last is the potential versus preseason expectations. Are you hot or cold on that? Brought to you by City Heating and Air. cityheatandair.com. Over 50 years in East Tennessee. They'll service your unit and make absolutely sure that you don't overspend. Other companies won't do that. cityheatandair.com. Hot or cold, Lady Vols in 30.
Hi, Mike Davis here with City Heating and Air, reminding you to always dare to compare. Our team provides quality local heating and air service, installation, and maintenance across East Tennessee. We use only the best equipment like American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning for your residential, new construction, or commercial needs. Honesty, dependability, and customer satisfaction have been the cornerstones of our business since 1961. City Heat and Air. There's your best.
All right, Caleb, hot or cold on those 3 things I just threw at you, and that is number 1, style of play. Surely you're hot.
Hot. I'm hot on that. I mean, it's also just a breath of fresh air for the Lady Vols because they lived and died by the Summit tradition of defensive rebounding. It just got tiring over
Okay.
the course of a period of time.
Now, let me ask you this. Kim Caldwell, we're not trying to say whether or not she's hot, okay? We're not going to talk about Josh Heupel's looks, so we wouldn't do it. Okay, so we're not doing that. But her persona, the way she carries herself, I'm extremely hot on. Sounds so weird. I don't know. I'm writing the column after the game tonight, and she gives me the Pat Summitt vibe, and I don't want to go there, and I think it's unfair, but I'm going there.
No, I mean, she gives me that too. She is thoroughly confident in what she's doing. So I'm very, very hot on that too. And so I totally agree with you fully. Her persona is perfect to this point and everything she said, everything she's done. I mean, saying that, like, refusing to say these aren't my players. Like, no, she's like, these are my players. They stayed. Like, she's not making any excuses. I love everything she's done with that.
Okay. Hot on this take that she will be among the 4 major sports, the longest tenured coach at Tennessee. I don't think this one's hard. By the way, thank you, Timothy. We appreciate that. Some sports writers need to be dog-cussed with some of the questions y'all ask.
Okay, I've never look. It depends on the question at times. Nick Saban, every now and then, when he lashed out at somebody, probably.
Wait, don't get sidetracked. Answer the Caldwell question.
It's down to Caldwell or Tony Vitello for me, but I'll go Caldwell. Yeah, I think she'll be the longest tenured. Caldwell will be the longest tenured.
I don't think there's any question. It surprised me that it took you that long.
I mean, you never know with, like, I mean, Tony Vitello did win a national championship. So, like, that's why I said, like, Tony Vitello has the biggest, like, has control of whenever he wants to leave. But he could also want to leave for Arkansas. So we'll see. But Caldwell's. So, yeah, I'll go Caldwell.
What did Steve have to say in the message board?
That she's beautiful.
Okay. So from now on, to not be sexist, here's what we're going to do. Every time we say that Kim Caldwell is beautiful, we have to say Tony Vitello is handsome.
Oh, we've talked about Tony Vitello's looks a lot on this show.
But we're not going to talk about the looks of either of them much. But when it comes up, like, I just want you to check me. Just say, if I say Kim Caldwell's hot, then you've got to say Tony Vitello is handsome.
Is Tony Vitello's looks the reason he doesn't have a family at this point? Is it just it's a little too easy for him?
Why are you going there?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Well, I mean, maybe he has. I don't know.
Who was it? There was a player who played for Washington back in the day. You may know him. I forget his name, but he didn't get married until his mid-60s. And he basically said, yeah, because he said, I believe in honoring commitment, and I wouldn't have been able to physically honor commitment until I was in my 60s, if you know what I'm talking about.